San Felipe today, heading south. I guess the next big city I'm probably gonna hit is probably Cabo or La Paz, I guess, so probably like 30-40 days away. But I don't know if these guys love their straight roads, so just getting the kilometers down tonight before the sun goes down and hopefully find a place to sleep. Near the beach would be really nice, but I seem to be kind of far away from it right now. We'll see where we end up. Well, found a camp spot pretty close to the beach. It's right there. I think probably tomorrow morning I might go for a little walk and maybe dip my toes in. Why not? I don't think anyone's going to be visiting me tonight. I'm pretty far off the main road, which is nice. It'll be nice and quiet. There's no wind tonight. And I'm keeping the vestibule off to hopefully see some stars tonight, because I'm yet to really spend time stargazing, so I think I should probably do that. I don't know if you can see, but we were climbing. I thought I was done with the big climbs, but apparently not. This thing is kicking my ass. On my place to camp for the night, and it is right by the beach. I think it's only appropriate that I go get my feet wet. Telephone. Today is day 11, being on the bike. Another hot day today. It's also November 10th, which just happens to be Daniel's Memorial Day. And I think it's kind of suiting that I'm out here just biking on a straight road again in the desert. It seems to be we're leaving to see Cortez for a bit, but I'm sure it'll be back. Not too much to record today. It's a lot of the same stuff as yesterday. One thing I did find out that was interesting though is there's all these, I think there's 4 or 5 islands I've passed off the coast that I was wondering if someone lives on them, so I asked someone at a rest stop and they said that they're bird sanctuaries, so no one lives on them, just a home for the birds, and you can see all the bird shit from here, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But anyways, we're gonna get some kilometers in and stop for a beer later. Sounds kind of nice. It's a bad day for somebody. They let me into a gated community for, so I can go to the restaurant. Little do they know I'm gonna see if someone will let me sleep at their house today. the gated community is way at the bottom of that hill, and unfortunately there was no one in the restaurant for me to try and swindle the Lonely Traveler card. So lunch was delicious though. Got to have a couple beers and yeah, some quesadillas. But I've set up again in the desert, which is totally fine. Decently far enough away from the highway, and should be good for here for tonight. Day 12. It is caliente. It's hot. It's bloody hot today. I actually set an alarm this morning to get up to try and beat the heat. I was up at about 5 o'clock, right before the sun came up. And I've been climbing for 5 hours. I went from about 100 meters to just over 1,000, so it's been a long morning of climbing. I think there's a restaurant coming up, so I'm gonna stop for Coca-Cola. Place to camp for the night, just off the highway in what I'm gonna call the Land of Giants. These cactus are like 30-40 feet tall, some of them. I didn't even know that they got that big, so it's kind of cool. Figured it'd be a cool place to camp. There's even like a little fire pit over here. Obviously someone's been here before, so maybe I'll have a fire tonight, who knows. Anyways, yeah, it was a good day, long day, lots of climbing, but I think it's downhill for the next 2 days or so, so that should be pretty nice. I stopped pretty much this whole afternoon. I spent at a little mini market off the highway just to escape the heat and get some Wi-Fi. And a French couple came up and they gave me some smoked fish that they got from this place in Bahia de Los Angeles, which is actually where I'm going next. And they told me I should make some fish tacos with it. So tonight I'm gonna try and make some fish tacos. I don't exactly have fish taco ingredients, so I don't know what I'm gonna come up with yet, but I'll figure something out. But we're back into the desert for a bit. I got off the MEX 1 highway and now I'm on the MEX 12, and I think I've been on it for about an hour and I haven't got passed by a single car yet, so I'm actually really loving this. So I'm gonna keep riding and find a place to camp and try and make some sort of fish taco. See what we come up with. Figured out what to do with the fish. I got the fish here. I've already had a couple of these. I don't actually know what type of fish it is, but it's smoked. It's pretty good. Tortillas, chips, refried beans, hot sauce. Stick it together and surprisingly it's actually decent. Well, I gotta have a shower today and wash all my laundry, which was really nice to get done. Ran into a really lovely couple from Denver and their little one. It's about a year old, and their dog. They're on the road. They've been on the road for a while. Just take some time off work and living out of their van. They gave me some pointers about where to go camping, and this is where I've ended up. I've got my own little private beach, and I hope no one bothers me. I'm gonna stay here for an extra day today. Sorry, not today. Tomorrow as well, and then take off the next day. I've got dinner on the way. Do some pasta tonight. And yeah, I'm just really excited to recharge, recoup tomorrow. Sorry, I don't know if it's a whale or a dolphin, but something caught. That's cool. Okay, anyways, yeah, gonna recoup and then get on the road the following day. It's supposed to be a lot cooler the following day, so excited for that. And holy shit, no, it's not. It's the birds diving for fish. Oh, that's funny. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my evening, and yeah. Give you guys a brief look at what I've been doing. This is where my tent was. The high tide came up really high today. So I woke up and I looked out and my shoes were floating away. So I've moved everything to the beach. And I've moved my tent way off in the distance, so this isn't going to be a problem when I go back to sleep. I'm just making sure I haven't lost anything. Oh, there we go. Like that. Yeah, it's fun. Well, last night was shitty, to put it bluntly. I'm left with a bit of a mess to deal with this morning. I woke up in the middle of the night to find that my shoes, I don't know why I woke up, but I did, and I looked outside and I saw my shoes moving. I was like, what's really weird? Why are my shoes moving? And then I realized that there was a bunch of water surrounding my tent, and they were floating away. So I had to take everything and move it from where I was staying to where I'm at now, which I don't really know. It's just further uphill. So the good news is my tent is 100% waterproof, because there was about 2 inches of water around my tent. The bad news is I didn't get any sleep. So that's okay. Deal with this mess and hopefully get on the road here pretty soon. God, that sucked. Well, leaving Bahia de Los Angeles today. The map said that this was supposed to be a highway, which is yellow, which you would assume is paved. It is not. I'm hoping that's going to change, because as is, it's like 3 to 4 days before I get to the next water and food, and that's like on pavement. There's one source potentially halfway, but it's limited. So I'm really hoping that this changes to pavement and make my life a little easier. Otherwise, I'm gonna just be having some longer, slower days until I get there. But yeah, so what I learned today is you can't trust the maps. If it's yellow and it's a highway, it doesn't necessarily mean it's paved. Yeah, today's been hard. The hardest day so far for sure. I'm at like 35 kilometers total for the day and been moving for nearly 7 hours. So if you do the division there, it's not very fast. This road is brutal. The first road off-road we did was good. It's really bumpy, and you know, bigger tires and wider wheelbase I'd probably be fine, but it's with the 26s it's a little tough. But it's a nice view. See Cortez again. Just had to push my bike up this hill because my legs are pretty fried. I've been riding in gear 1 all day, so but we're getting somewhere. It's fun at the end of the day. This wasp can buzz off though, Jesus. Anyways, let's go find a place to camp. Eventful morning this morning. Flat tire, like 2 minutes into the ride, so that was a nice start. And then rainstorm, which has now passed over a little bit. It's still drizzling just a little bit, but yeah, road's a little bit better today. So hopefully we'll get some kilometers down and hopefully get back to some smoother surfaces soon. So I found myself at a ranch last night, Rancho Escondido, where I was able to set my tent up, and they gave me dinner and a bunch of coffee this morning. It's been a bit of a rough road since Bahia to Los Angeles. I think I got another 100 kilometers left. I spent a lot of time walking yesterday, which is okay, but I'd rather be riding. Had a bit of an issue with my hub or my cassette. It's making a bit of a clicking noise when I'm just coasting, so I was messaging Sebastian all morning trying to figure out if he could figure out what's going on with it, because I'm out of options. And yeah, we're just gonna grease it up and make it to the next bike store, and hopefully they can fix it for me. But yeah, it's getting warm finally. Last night was freezing cold, so I've had about 4 cups of coffee this morning and I'm pretty much ready to go now. So we'll see if this hub holds up and yeah, make it to the next town. Morning, boys. Never guess what I just found. Oh, I'm so happy. Pavement. Oh, nice. Just in time for definitely the biggest climb. Oh boy. That was a false sense of security. There's the pavement and right back to it. That's okay. It's really nice today actually. The sand's a lot firmer, so I actually have a bit of traction and a lot less bump. My mom loves you guys. Little different view today. It's just kind of been climbing up this dirt road all morning and get to a viewpoint, and it's flat. It is flat for as far as the eye can see, and I'm going that way, so flat's good. No climbing. We're also on hard packed gravel today instead of sand, so that's nice. So I should get back to the highway either really late today or tomorrow at some point. And well, a long day. I think my longest day in the saddle so far was almost eight hours. Started at 8 o'clock this morning and stopped at just after 4. I didn't stop for eating or nothing. I just kept pedaling and made some really good ground. I think I am 7 kilometers now from the highway, so that's pretty awesome. Get to my first town / city in 5-6 days, so get some actual food in me and replenish, because after dinner tonight, which I'm making right now, I'll be out of pretty much everything except oatmeal, and I'd rather not live off oatmeal if I have to. So yeah, do that, and then head off to San Ignacio. That's the next place, and apparently it's like an oasis. They've got a bike hostel there, so that's gonna be kind of the next big destination. We made it. Highway. So let's get some kilometers in now. Tacos, Coca-Cola. 6 days. I've been waiting for this. Oh man, it tastes so good. This Coke is unreal, and it's in a glass bottle, which is awesome. So I'm gonna eat these tacos and then go get some groceries. To the highway today. It's a good long 6 days in the backcountry. Beautiful country, lots of sand, lots of rock, lots of mountains, vast plains, the ocean, dried up riverbeds, lots of wildlife too. I saw a lot of cows and even some wild horses, which was really cool. Coyotes were allowed at night, but that's okay. It's better than listening to the rigs drive by all night. Well, actually, that was one right there. I don't know if you heard it. They're everywhere. It's crazy. So yeah, today was interesting. I ran out of water and food, so I'm really glad I made it to civilization today. To be fair, I only planned for 3 days, not 6, and it's okay. It's all part of the experience. Anyways, tomorrow off to San Ignacio and spend a couple days there hopefully, and then back out towards the coast. So yeah, looking forward to getting a good night rest tonight. San Ignacio, and I totally understand why they call it an oasis now. This place is the most green I've seen since I left BC. It's crazy, it's beautiful. There's palm trees literally everywhere, and this is the first fresh water I think I've seen since I've been in Mexico. So, oh man, I don't know if I really want to leave. I definitely get why it's called an oasis now. So this is quite the surprise, really cool. I'm quite happy that I'm staying here for a couple days. So I'm gonna go check into the campsite and then go see what the city's all about.
I decided to book into a campsite instead of the hostel here in San Ignacio, and it's quite beautiful here. They've got an old Spanish mission church built in the 1700s, little square that's European style, and everything's green, which is really nice. It's it's a nice place to take a break. So met a fellow cyclist named Johan from France and a couple from Australia. So had some drinks with them last night and talked about the route coming up. I've changed my plans. I was going to go to the East Coast. Now I'm going to go to the West Coast and eventually cut back to Loretto. So more off-road, probably more pushing through sand, but I think it'll be a good change. So yeah, I'm gonna rest up for the rest of the day and then take off tomorrow.